here's how today's gonna work. I'm gonna split you guys up in groups in a little bit. Don't worry about that now. We'll do that in a bit. I'm gonna have you guys split in groups. We're gonna go to different cones. We have 4 stations. Each cone is a different station. Our first cone right here is gonna be high knees. Second cone over here is gonna be our ladder drills. Red cone behind you guys, take a look. That's jumping rope. And this last cone over here is gonna be burpees. I'm gonna show you guys how to do those all right now, and we'll practice together. But the idea is, when you guys are in your groups, you'll be performing those activities. If you need help with it, there's a descriptor picture on the cone to help you guys out. But on the other side of the cone, there's also a paper with 4 age groups. It's gonna be toddlers, young child, middle-aged adult, and then older person. When you guys are doing those activities, you guys gotta think to yourself whether the exercise you're doing at that cone is appropriate for one of those 4 age groups. Does that make sense? So if I'm doing like steps, I'm gonna think, is a step ladder appropriate for someone who's 2 years old? Yes. Yeah? Think about it though. Think about the skills that are necessary for those activities, skills necessary, physical abilities, whether your muscles are big enough to do it, whether you know how to hold yourself up. Think about those things as you guys are going through the activities. Once we're done with our cardio circuit, I'm gonna bring us back in. You're gonna stay with your group, and I have a bucket of just different sports equipment. As your group, you're gonna look at your cone. There's a bolded age group, right? So that one might be toddlers. So you're gonna come over to the bucket. You're gonna find a sports activity that's appropriate for toddlers, and as a group, you're gonna demonstrate and describe why that activity is appropriate for your age group to the rest of the class. And you guys will share and discuss about that. Make sense? So it's not too crazy, but I do want some discussion between you guys. But before all that, we do have to get warmed up because I'm assuming you guys are still waking up a little bit. You had breakfast, and we got to get moving, right? So to do that, we're going to play a game called Infinity Tag. Has anyone played Infinity Tag yet? No? All right, all eyes on me, please. When we play Infinity Tag, it is a flag sport. If you guys haven't played flag sports, there's a couple rules I have for my flag sports. If your flag ever falls off, I don't care how it falls off, whether it's because it was too tight, too loose, you farted and it blew off. If your flag falls off, you are out. You guys got it? If you fall down, and falling down means as soon as one knee hits the ground or as soon as your hand touches the ground, you are, oh, a little louder please. You are out. All right, if the flag falls off, if you fall down, you are out. Now, flag sports are somewhat contact sports. You guys need to make sure you are not smacking each other's people's hands out of the way. Just go for flags. Don't push people. If I see that, I'm just going to pull you out of the game. I don't want anyone to get hurt. Do you guys want to get hurt? No, right? Here's how we play Infinity Tag. You guys see our boundaries? We have the disc cones and the 4 large cones around the field. Those are your boundaries. You have to stay inside your boundaries. Everyone will have their flag. Guys, listen up or you're not going to know how to play. In Infinity Tag, everybody is it. Who's it? Everybody. For example, if I'm running around, I grab Sarah's flag, I grab your flag, I grab your flag. You guys are out. When you're out, take a knee, put your flag back on, but take a knee, stay down, keep your eye on the person that tagged you. When the person who tagged you is out, you are back in, and that person is out. Does that make sense? I'll be giving you guys rounds, so don't just think we're going to be running around. I'm going to have you guys do other things, so make sure you guys are listening to my directions. You guys got it? All right. If you are wearing white shoes, go ahead and grab either a yellow or blue flag, and then scoot around. If you have white on your shoes, you have white. Speed it up, let's be quick. You have white on your shoes. Alright, grab a flag, scoot out. You need help resizing. Once you guys have the belt, scoot out of the way so I can get more people in here.
Alright guys, once you got your belt, you go ahead and
Alright, if your shoes have black laces,
I just need like a
Go ahead and grab a flag.
How many guys last year held? You don't want to get this? Yeah.
Once you have a flag, go ahead and get on the field. Spread out. If you need help with the belt, come to me.
I don't think my belt.
It might be a little If you need help with the belt, ask Sarah and I. We can loosen them up or help. Once you have a belt, scoot out on the field.
Wait, where are the projects? These? I was thinking
Alright, spread out.
Oh, like that. Yeah.
Hey, if you can hear me, clap once. Hey, if you can hear me, clap twice. Grab one of the yellow belts. We can probably tie them together. All right. If your flag falls off, you are
out.
If you fall, you are
Out.
Remember, this is free for all. Once you are out, take a knee. Keep your eye on the person that pulled your flag. No pushing, no shoving. Does everyone have their flags on? Who's up the flag? Stay inside the cones. No teams, no truces. All right, when I say go, we are running this round. Running. Ready? Sit. Go. When you are out, take a knee. Keep your eye on the person that pulled your flag. Remember, when the person who pulled your flag off is out, you are back in. No smacking hands. Ready and freeze. If you hear me, clap once. All eyes on me. Remember, if I pulled your flag off, you are, and I'm running, and let's say Sarah pulls my flag off, I am, and you are back. You guys got that? Keep an eye on the person who pulled your flag. I know there's a lot of bodies, but you got to be aware. Everybody back in, spread out, flags back on. Spread out, spread out. Flags back on. Oh, no one wants to go in the middle? I like it. Remember, no teams, no truces. This round, you are skipping. You must be skipping. Ready? Go! If you fall, you are out.
Yes.
No pushing, no shoving.
Bro, you guys are trying to get me. I'm not doing anything. Except you, I attack you.
Wait, Ian, do you know if it's back on?
Yeah, I got you.
I have a cheat code, right? Just overlay it.
Yeah,
It works. It works.
they're supposed to, buddy.
No, I don't pull the flag off. I pull the
Why does the flag doesn't come off?
All right, for this round, it's gonna look pretty silly. You guys must be doing high knees as you guys are running around. So you have to be going, bringing those knees up as you're chasing each other. Make sure you bring your toe up and your knee up high. You guys got it? Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. If your flag is off, you are. If you fall, you are. Spread out, you know teams, no truces. Here. I want people in the middle. You guys are way too close. Spread out. Get people in the middle. Boys, get in the middle. Let's go.
Whoa, where are you going?
Back corner. So I can't. So nobody.
Okay, pivot for it.
All right, we're doing high knees. Ready. Set. Go.
Oh, no, it's like
Thank you!
Get those knees up. Those arms.
Go, Ivy! I'm not getting it.
High knees, guys. Remember high knees.
And freeze. One more round. Stand up. Flags up. Remember, you are only allowed to grab flags. Do not push, do not shove. Make sure your flag is over your shirt. This time, on around, we're going to be running backwards. You got it? Spread out, final round. Your flag is off, you are. You fall, you are. Ready, go. Running back.
It won't even clip on. What do I do? Ah, sorry.
And freeze! Yeah, if you didn't clap what? Everyone pull your flags off, hold them. Come take a seat right in front of me.
Ow.
Just hold them, don't swing them around. Just hold them. Come take a seat real quick. Just take a seat. I don't need to get right here. Take a seat. You can hold your flags for now. Just take a seat right now. Are you guys still warmed up? Yeah. Hey, if you didn't clap once. So now we're going to start our cardio circuit. Like I said before, I'm about to break you guys up into groups. When you guys get to your cone, I'm going to give you guys a start command, an end command, but you guys try your best to perform each activity for the full time you guys are at that cone. Does that make sense? It's going to be tiring. Cardio is tiring because you're moving the entire time. Again, when you're at that cone, try to figure out which age group that activity is appropriate for. Okay? Discuss with each other, think in your head, but it's better if you discuss together. I'm going to perform or show you guys how to do most of these activities just in case you guys don't know how to do them. So it's just high knees. So when you guys are at this group, you guys are going to do high knees basically the entire time. When we do high knees, you guys need to make sure you're being quick, bring your knees up, bring your feet up, and move your arms. We're not doing no Narata. Make sure you're moving your arms, bring your elbows back, okay? But get those knees up. Basically think your feet have springs, and as soon as they touch the ground, they're bouncing back up. When you guys are doing burpees, a burpee will start standing. You're gonna bring your hands down. This one so you guys can see. Stand down, keep your feet out, back in, and jump up. Again, you don't have to do them super fast, you just need to be moving the entire time. There's a demonstration and picture on the cone over there. For jumping rope, in that corner over there, You can be as fancy as you want. If you want to do crossovers, double jumping on both feet, 1 foot, that's fine, but you guys need to be moving the entire time. For these step ladders, that blue paper has different patterns you guys can do. If you don't feel comfortable and don't really know what to do, try to step in every box as fast as you guys can. But there's different demonstrations. Sarah and I will be walking around to help you guys out with that. Does that make sense? So that's the idea. Between each circuit, when I rotate you guys around, I'm gonna have you guys running, jogging, or walking for about a minute before you get to the next cone. So we're gonna be doing a lot of moving today, okay? So it's okay to take it slow, it's okay to take it easy, but the idea is to move the entire time. Does that make sense? Any questions, comments, concerns? Here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna split you guys up right now. When I split you up and you have your group, you're gonna come up, put your flag away, or just put it down right here, and you're gonna go to your cone. Does that make sense? Yeah. If you were born in the winter, stand up. So it'd be December, November, and October. Wait, no. Yeah. So here, we'll do the last 3 months of the year. So December, November, October. December, November, October. Come put your flags down. You guys gonna head over to the burpees.
Why were you born in the summer?
All right, hustle over, hustle over, hustle over. All right, if you were born, what would it be, September, August, July, stand up. I'm gonna have you guys bring your flags down and head over to jump ropes. What was it?
16.
Go away.
Child. I think,
Hustle up,
only are like so young. Probably barely made it to the grade. He should be a pretty good freshman.
So is this
How many kills did you guys get?
No, you did say we have to, but better one. Jump and fall. Hustle over. I should have asked you.
and then you
so? What age?
All right. Hey, if you didn't clap once. Hey, if you didn't clap twice. So we are performing the activities on your cone. Go ahead and take a second to look at the cone if you need to. But once I say go, or once the music starts, we are starting our activity. You guys got it? Sarah and I will be coming around to help you guys out. If you need help, just call us out. We'll be walking around. Remember, give each other some space and room. We don't want to hit each other. Any questions, comments, or concerns? All right, ready, set, and go.
There's music. You know when you drink like a whole bunch of water before you start running? No, don't. Keep moving.
I'm moving. Come on, stop moving. Go on, faster, man. Push, yeah. Hurry, yeah. Go on, go faster. All right, go.
Keep on moving, get down, feet out. Very nice. Knees up, move those elbows, you guys, move the elbows.
It's hard.
And freeze. Take a deep breath, shake it out. Put the ropes down. All right. We're gonna jog, walk, skip, however you want, but we're going around until I say stop. Let's go counterclockwise. Let's go this way. You can walk, you can jog, but stay with your group, please. Keep going, keep going. Is it okay? Tired?
Burpees are next.
Burpees are next?
Go guys, keep going. Guys, it's like a speed run.
Alright, head back to the cone you started this lap at.
What?
So, hold up, freeze. Freeze. So you guys were at jump ropes? You guys were over here? Alright, so keep going until you get to your next cone. My bad. Once you get to your next cone, go ahead and stop. Alright, hey, freeze! You guys get to your next cone? So if you were doing high knees, you should be at the speed ladder. If you're doing the speed ladder, you should be at the jumping rope. Alright. Take a second to look at your paper to see what you're doing. Alright. If you have any questions, ask Sarah and I will be walking around. Once the music starts, we're going.
Fuck! Dude, if I do this, I'm gonna hurt myself.
And freeze! How are those burpees?
Very tired.
Very tired? You guys feel strong?
I just
How are those high knees?
Easy.
Easy?
For the elderly, right?
Well, maybe. We'll see. We're going to talk about that. All right, again, we're going to take a minute to recover. Go ahead, same direction. You're going to do a lap and end at your next cone. Walk, relax, arm, catch your breath. Move, move.
Who said that? Baby, how you been?
Sunday.
Can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the wrecking machine. I ain't the worst that you
Thank you for moving, you guys. Keep moving. Get to the next cone. Once you're at our next cone, go ahead and stop. Once you're at your next cone, go ahead and stop. Alright. If you need me, clap once. If you need me, clap twice. Take a minute to look at your paper to figure out what you're doing. If you have any questions, raise your hand, we'll come around. Alright, when the music starts. Ready? Let's get moving! Come on, IPoly! Nice burpee.
Mais j'ai dû dormir dans la voiture où j'ai eu un flash. En 4 couleurs. Allez hop, un matin, une louloute est venue chez moi. Poupée de cellophane, cheveux chinois. Un sparadrap, une gueule de bois. A bu ma bière dans un verre en caoutchouc. Comme un indien dans son igloo. Ça plane pour moi. Ça plane pour moi. Ça plane pour moi.
Let's go, IPoly. Let's keep moving. Nice burpees. I see you guys. Reach up for the sky like a star. And time! Shake it out, shake it out. Let's start our lap around. You'll stop at the next cone. Go ahead and go. How are those burpees? You guys want to run? Go! That's aerobic. Good job, Ladder. I saw some good videos there. Backwards. Good job. Okay, how are those high knees after burpees? Awful, just getting those feet up is tiring, huh? But at least your arms had to break this. Yeah? All right. Awesome job, you guys. Try to go around the cones, please, so stay out of the field. Once you get to your next cone, go ahead and stop. How are you guys feeling? Everyone feeling pretty motivated and moving? A little tired? Take a minute to go ahead and look at your next paper. Check it out. If you have any questions, raise your hand, please. Once the music starts, we are going. Nice job, group.
Chris.
My knees, just a little bit more. Yeah, I see you guys. And 3. Woo. We are gonna take like a good 2 minutes to just relax, recover. You can walk at whatever pace you want. But when I stop the music, we're going back to the cone we're at right now. You guys got it? Yes or no?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and walk. We're relaxing, catch your breath. We're not running, relax, relax. Nice job, you guys. Get that heart rate back down. Let's keep moving. Good job, you guys. Get that heart rate back down. Let's walk, catch our breath. Let's go. Awesome job, you guys.
Last time I didn't talk about what talk this time. I read.
Yeah, you should.
I'm gonna ask some stupid questions though.
No, because what are you talking about on that damn book?
Chinese? Everybody says I have a Japanese accent. I'm like, everyone says I have a Japanese accent.
I think I got it on the TV. One time we ran you over, I was just like that.
Go ahead and head back to your cone. Take your time, but get back to your cone, okay? Keep walking around. Just keep walking, but go back to your cone. No, the cone. Keep walking, and you're gonna finish at the cone you were at.
Finish at your cone.
The last cone you were at. That's where you're ending. The last cone. Last cone.
You guys remember really? Wait, how? Are you living in China? Oh, in New York? Ethan, huh? You know who Dreamy Bull is, right? Who? Dreamy Bull. No.
Like, oh, the mantis!
Once you're at your last cone, go ahead and take a seat. Once you're at your last cone, take a seat.
Relax, have a seat. Thank you.
Alright, if you need me, clap once. And if you need me, clap twice. Alright, so we did 4 activities. Somebody tell me which activity this was. What? What activity was this? Bee ladder. What do we have over there? Jumping rope. And over here? Do you guys feel like all 4 activities were appropriate for all 4 age groups on the paper? Alright, so burpees. Why do you guys feel that wasn't appropriate?
Because old people can't do burpees.
Old people can't do burpees? Who agrees with that? Now, can we elaborate as to why we think that?
We think that because we know that elderly people, their knees aren't as good as when they were like younger, so they can't really do like squats, and then they can't push their legs back, and then they're not fast enough to get back up and do the jump.
That's true. But do you think they can modify it somehow?
No.
No?
I think they should sit
It's
down.
hopeless?
Yeah.
All right. What about jumping rope? Do we feel that's appropriate for all ages?
Yes.
No, not for elderly.
Not for elderly again?
Not for small toddlers.
And toddlers.
All right, so we're seeing the toddlers and elderly probably can't do jumping rope.
Yeah.
Do we feel like toddlers can do burpees?
No.
It's not very well.
Not very well. That's a good point. All right, what about speed ladders? How do we feel about the age groups for that? Anyone can do it? Can you tell us why? All right, did you guys hear what she said about the speed ladders? Probably not. She was saying that it's good for all ages because it doesn't take much muscular strength, but you do need coordination to get your feet in and out of the ladder. Who agrees? Thumbs up. Very nice. What about high knees? How do we feel about the age groups for that? Not elderly people? At your own pace. You guys hear that? She said at your own pace, high knees is probably appropriate for everybody. All right, if you hear me clap once. Each of you guys' cones has the 4 age groups on it. One of them is bold. You guys see which one it is? We'll turn you guys around. All right, so your bolded age group is your guys' group's name, I guess. I'm gonna bring a bucket over, that's back here. As a group, you're gonna come up and find an activity or sport that is appropriate for that age group that's bolded on your cone. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Yeah. You'll discuss as a group and then share with the class why you think that activity is appropriate for that age group. So I'll call you guys up by cone color for an activity. Your entire group will come up. So let me see. Okay. So take a seat, talk. Hey, we're not playing, we're talking. All right, green code. Get your age group and come on up.
I mean, you can play soccer, baseball, and football. Some kids. I mean, you can do anything actually. So. There's this football player harassed me like, you gotta go in the football.
Do one of those kind of things like that. Oh, shit. I was like, the youth can do it.
Like, I was walking out, he was literally following me after. Dude, you should have football. Wait, no, stop looking.
Oh my god, yeah, let's go.
These toddlers like beat up their parents all the time. They like.
No, I think you should.
The camera was right there.
You should.
You
You should. We'll get it on footage.
The camera's right there.
All right, I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to figure out and discuss why that activity you picked is appropriate for your age group. So please talk together and figure it out. You will be presenting to the class your activity.
But like they act and they're like, you know, and they like kick a lot. They kick.
Toddlers do martial arts. Toddlers do actually do martial arts.
So we're looking at this activity as a sport that people train for and that they've done and they're looking at doing for a while, right? So we want to figure out why this activity you picked is appropriate for the age you picked. We want to think about their proficiency level in physical activity, their motor development, and how they're able to adjust to the demands of that sport. What are the demands of the sport?
It's martial arts, so
So we have
we're not necessarily
toddlers.
physically strong.
So I understand what you guys are saying, that kids are kicking and screaming all around. That's more reactionary as to what's going on around them, right? Are they actually training for that? So I'm going to let you, I mean, if you guys want to pick it, that's something you guys have to describe to the rest of the class because they're going to discuss it with you, right? And you guys are going to show it. So if you guys want to pick, change it out, change it out.
I was like, go
But
get
it's
the
your
tennis
guys'
racket,
discussion,
and then
right?
you were like, get the motion ball, get the motion ball. No, you take it back. Go get the soccer ball, my guy. Go get the soccer ball.
Alright,
Like, get the motion ball. Take it.
Nice. I would even say elderly people probably play tennis as a sport that's adaptive and not so fast, right? So if there's a tennis racket, I would even pick that. But can you guys describe to me why you guys think these sports are appropriate for this age group? Sure.
It doesn't like take a lot of like strength in your arms. You just have to have
Okay. Yeah.
So I think everyone besides toddlers have decent aim.
Okay, so aim is definitely a motor skill, right? That people are trying to develop, right? All right, so let's make sure we talk about that so we can share to the rest of the class, okay? Good job, you guys. Alright, what'd you guys do? Youth and football. I like it. It works for me.
I think you can play any sport.
There's definitely a limitation, right? We don't want kids like playing like fencing with swords.
Oh, yeah,
right?
no.
Like, because we want to make sure that the skill that they do is age appropriate for what they're at, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously, like I myself have had a really long life, so I've gone through these skills. Whereas someone who's 9 years old probably doesn't know the mechanics of like proper throwing or catching for certain sports. Football is definitely one of them that everyone plays at some point, right? Just make sure you guys discuss as to what we're going to share with the class, okay? Good job, you guys. All right, if you can hear me clap once, if you can hear me clap twice. As a group, come make a semicircle around me. Stick with your group. We're going to be sharing together, so come on in. All right, take a seat in your groups. All right, so here's how it's going to work. I'm going to call you guys up by group. Your entire group will, well, no, you guys can say where you guys are at. But you're going to have someone describing your activity. If you want to show a demonstration of it, you can. But then you're going to talk and describe why you picked that activity for your age appropriateness. Does that make sense? And if anyone feels like they don't agree with it, we'll talk about it. So this is a discussion. You guys realize the discussion we talk with each other, not at, right? Would anyone like to go first? All right, we have the youth group up first. Go ahead and stand up, and we're gonna pick. So they had youth. Their age group is youth. All right, so whenever you guys are ready, go ahead.
You think like youth, there's not as many limitations as the other age group. So I mean, you're young. So with football, because when you're playing, you can play against the elder age group. So it's just basically throwing and catching.
And if they don't like physical contact, they can just do like flag football or tag, stuff like that. So it's easy.
So what kind of motor skills are necessary for football?
Throwing, running, and catching.
Does everyone agree that throwing, running, and catching are pretty appropriate for someone who's between 5 to 10 years old? Yeah, right?
What about tackle?
Tackle? Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's why we do appropriateness, right? So with footballs, what's one thing we should definitely change to make sure that the student who's 7 years old can throw the ball correctly?
Size, a smaller ball.
A smaller ball, right? Because if it's too big, are they going to be able to throw the ball? No, but they can still play the sport. So we adapt the sport to what they need. Is anyone in disagreement with football being an appropriate sport for someone who's a youth? No? Let's give a round of applause. Very nice run. Would anyone like to go second? All right, so we have, what you guys do? Toddlers? All right, so we have toddlers. Stand on up.
Sorry, man. Pick up the balls.
All right, so can you guys share as to why you feel soccer is appropriate for people who are toddlers?
So we chose soccer because the rules are relatively easy. You just have to kick the ball into the opposite goal, and it's just simple kicking and running. And like with football, you can just scale the size of the ball down to make it easier for younger kids.
Good. Yeah, I like that word you use, scaling. So, who's played soccer and they've had the big, huge goals, and they have to run? It takes like a minute to get across it because they're so tiny. We want to make sure everything's appropriate for it, right? That's a really good word to use that for that type. And he also said something about the skills it takes for soccer. They're not too crazy, right? Obviously, if you're a professional soccer player, you're more skill developed. You can do your butterfly kick, you can develop a little bit more. But when it comes to kicking the soccer ball, it's pretty rudimental. Yes or no? Anyone disagreement where toddlers shouldn't be playing soccer? Do we feel like soccer is age appropriate for all ages?
Maybe not elderly, because if they have maybe if they have more like sensitive muscles or like joints.
Okay.
Yeah, for kicking especially.
Who thinks that also? Once you're older, you don't move, you're not as elastic, not as quick. Do you think there's any way we can modify it? For elderly people? You guys hear that? Make the field smaller. Sounds pretty good, right? All right. Thank you, toddler group. Round of applause, please. All right. Now it's just you two, so who wants to go next? Yes? All right. So we have our, which group is this? All right, we have our senior citizen group, you guys. Woo! You need that discount on IHOP later on. You guys picked which sport? Tennis.
So for tennis, you don't need like that much agility or good aim.
Okay.
You just need to be able to run and hit it. But for elderly people, it can be modified to like smaller rackets, a smaller court, and just like slower pace.
Okay.
Because they don't have as much. What's it called?
Agility?
And stamina.
Okay.
To run back and forth.
And so who's noticed that as they, because you guys are pretty young, but do you guys feel that the energy level you guys had when you were smaller to now might have gone a little lower? All right. So today's activity was an aerobic activity. Doing these kinds of activities is going to help you guys stay stronger and longer for the rest of your life, so you don't feel tired when you're doing a cardio circuit like this. Now, what's your name again? Yeah. Amber Rose? Amber Rose brought up a really good point about modifying it. There's a lot of different kinds of racket sports that we can use that gets that same level of activity. I think you guys were just working on a unit right now. What were you guys just doing?
Badminton.
Badminton is perfect for that, right? The ball doesn't move as fast. It's in the air a lot longer. You can move to it. I mean, unless you're really smacking it. But there's always a way to modify your sport. Perfect job, man. Thank you. Round of applause. And our final group, we have young adults. Stand on it. All right, what is your sport and why did we pick it? Softball, baseball? All right, so why do we pick that as an age-appropriate sport for young adults?
Okay, so the reasoning was the MLB, they only have young adults. You know, they don't have little kids, they don't have like teenagers, and they don't have really old people. They have people who are like a decent age, and that's because those young adults are in their prime. They're not too little and they're not too old.
Okay. All right, Ty has a question.
Couldn't that be argued for most sports?
So besides the sass, Ty does have a pretty good point. Where most sports are being modified so that everyone at every age can play some kind of level, right? But for a young adult, baseball and softball require what kind of skills?
They require like you need to aim when you're hitting, to swing it at the exact time.
Okay.
Also running to the bases, coordination as well. Although like for younger ages they modify it with balls, it's
Yeah.
a little bit easier most of the time. You have to have coordination to hit the ball at the exact time.
Because it's on a tee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he makes a really good point. Who agrees with that? I mean, I hit it right, like they hit the nail right on the head. As a young adult, your body has most of the skills that you're gonna have for the rest of your life already. Whereas a toddler, you're still developing them. As a senior citizen, just because of your age or lack of exercise, you start losing those skills. So I feel like you guys picked the perfect sport for young adults. Does anyone have any questions or concerns about what they think, or does anyone think it's not appropriate for that? Nice, I think you guys all did pretty well. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, you guys all did pretty good at picking you guys a sport. Just to kind of throw a wrench into it, so our toddler group had first picked out the boxing club for toddlers. So just to kind of throw it out there, why do you guys feel toddlers would not be appropriate to be boxing?
Boxing requires a lot of coordination.
You really don't have that discipline to develop that sport, right? And also, I mean, I think they were saying, and I agree, because I mean, I've worked with kids too. Kids just swing and flail all over the place. And so they were thinking that, yeah, I mean, they're punching everything, so boxing. But we're thinking of sports that are age appropriate. You guys are teenagers, right? So this is an age level. You guys are gonna be developing through your life, progressing through different habits, healths. You guys need to make sure you guys find something you enjoy doing outside. Aerobic activity like today was pretty tiring. Who's tired right now? We did a lot of moving, a lot of jumping, a lot of explosive things we probably don't do every day, but these are things we should be focusing on doing every now and then, because your bodies are gonna grow and you need to stay strong, healthy, and whether it's an aerobic activity or boxing, soccer, tennis, baseball, whatever it is you guys are doing, we gotta make sure we find something we love and adjust it to figure out the skills we want to develop. So what was one of today's goals in thinking about the skills? What do you guys think you're going to be looking towards the future to develop your own skills?
Aerobic capacity.
Aerobic capacity? Anyone think they need to work on their aerobic capacity? Yeah? Is anyone feeling like entirely dead right now? No? Yeah? And that jump rope you did was pretty impressive, man. I don't think I've ever done it like that. You guys all did awesome. I think you guys' next lessons, I'm not entirely sure what you guys are going to be doing, but it's really awesome to have you guys out here. It was nice seeing you guys again. You guys are done. If I can have you guys help putting the gear back into the crate and cones stacked up just in this corner, that'd be fantastic. You guys are excused. We'll see you guys around again. Bye.